off, dude.
I need Noah, and I need JoJo, and I need...
Going back.
Huh?
Going back.
Going back.
Real quick, JoJo Dome for Heisman, baby. This is where it's at right there, JoJo Dome.
So we're going to start with you, Coach Miller. Coach Miller, you get to the top of the mountain, and sometimes that journey is a little bit easier than staying on the top. How has this season been different from last?
We've been the hunted, and it's a different perspective week in and week out when you feel like you get your opponent's best shot. And I think a lot of people would like to see us not have success, and these kids have persevered through a lot, especially early in the year, battling through some injuries and playing some really good football. And it's a tribute to our community, our parents, the things that they do, and then most importantly, our coaches over here, all the time they put in. It's just been a group effort, and it's been fun to get on this ride for the last 2 years and be with these young men and see them grow, not only as football players, but as men.
I'll ask Todd Miller one just to kind of keep things going. Coach Miller, this is your third time to Championship Saturday. What did you learn the first 2 times that you were here, and what have you told your team about being in this moment?
Well, first time, we don't want to play Valor anymore. Number 2, You know, the second time was just enjoy the moment. Coach Wieselmeyer, he said some good words to me when we did play. He said, enjoy this. He goes, and I don't think that we did as a team or did as a staff. And those words did resonate with me, especially the next year of really enjoying the success that your team and your community has been a part of. And I think that's the most important. Sometimes you get to those points where you put a lot of pressure on you. You're always chasing that dream out there, but you don't enjoy the moments that you're given. And we've really tried to sit back and enjoy our victories, and you learn from your losses. And I think that's the biggest thing. The two previous games that we've had play here is just learning from those experiences, trying to impart those on these guys all the way down to our youth. That the young guys that come to our games, they like to watch these guys. And I got a son that wants to be Avery Anderson, and those are all neat things that these guys don't realize how big of influence they have on the youth, our community. That Falcon game last week that we got to play in the semifinals, it was crazy, and it was a great atmosphere, and it's what high school football is supposed to be about. And like Coach said, we get one more week to play some football. Especially, I guess, going last year back to the Black Forest Fires with us, it still hasn't been a full recovery. I mean, you go in our neighborhood with our within our school district and our boundary lines, and there's still a lot of destruction. So I guess trying to get some normalcy there, and then also just our community, with the military influence that we have in our district. Just there's a different mindset if you ever get into northern Colorado Springs, and there's a pride that's established, and we have a very transient community. So with that, there comes some distractions. But if you would have seen our game in the semifinals, and then also our following throughout the season, we got great fans, and we got parents that care, and we got students that care too. And it's Pine Creek and Academy District 20 is a great district to put your child in, and it's just something that you don't get, I don't think, everywhere in this country. So it's important, and it's a big deal. And Pine Creek's had a lot of success in the recent years, whether it be in volleyball or they won a soccer, and then also with wrestling state championship. So a relatively new school with a lot of success, and it's because of a family-oriented community that supports guys like this and young lady athletes that do a good job.
Through this week, I mean, we're talking about teenage guys here, Thanksgiving, thinking about a championship game on Saturday, and here we are just at the beginning of the week, Tuesday morning.
Well, I'm a guy that doesn't have a smartphone, so I don't even in touch with that world that they have. But what you do is, again, I think you go back to doing what got you here, and that's fundamentals, relying on each other. Things change because of the stadium and this and that, but the field's still the same dimensions, and we're going to do everything we can to prepare just like we've prepared all the way going back through this summer. We've prepared this moment, and I think every team here can probably say the same thing. The moment isn't too big because of the foundation that's been laid, and that's what we're trying to go with, is that our training will prepare us for what's going to happen on Saturday. And that's all the practice, that's lifting all the weights, that's all the sprints, it's going to school, it's doing everything necessary to put you in that position. And our guys have done that, and Longmont's done that, and we'll line up and see.